Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this particular session, we're going to study about how to account for a fixed asset. So in the previous video, we actually created a fixed asset code. So which is the base for doing a fixed asset accounting. But creating a fixed asset code doesn't actually mean that the financial impact of that particular asset have been created. So to to have a financial impact we need to acquire a particular asset. So the first step in regard to the fixed asset is that we need to create an fixed asset code. So on creation you have to acquire that particular assets into the financial books. So to do that we go to the fixed asset module, we go to the fixed asset journal, we click to open a voucher. From a drop down list we select the fixed asset acquisition journal. Alright, so from here we'll select the fixed asset that we need to acquire. So actually this was a particular asset that we need to acquire. If an asset is already acquired and if you try acquiring again, it will not allow multiple acquisition. Okay, you can mention the description. Okay, so if the amount is suppose 10,000 Kenyan shillings, and now what is the mode, what is the offset account? The first is like if we acquire an asset from the vendor, so we pass an entry like the journal entry is fixed asset account debit to credit the vendor account. So if it is on credit, you can select the vendor and then you can select the vendor code from whom you have acquired the particular asset. If the acquisition is in cash, directly the payment has been made, you can select the bank over here and then you can select either it is paid through which of the bank account. So let's say it is from cash. We select this. Okay, so that's the case, and then we should mention the dimensions. So dimension of the fixed asset would be KE, and you can mention the business line whether it is OPEC and whatever it is. So let's say it is for the operational support. Okay, and then we need to mention for the offset account as well. So offset account is cash, so it is automatically taken. All right, so in this case, actually, if you have observed, there is no tax, there is no VAT part or the sales tax part over here. So if there is a sales tax for which the credit is allowed, means like if there's in one particular country, let's take the example of Kenya, we acquire an asset of 10,000 and suppose there is a VAT of 20%, so let's say 2,000. If the law of the country allows the credit of the capital goods, then you can take a credit. But here in this particular journal entry, you can see that there is no option of VAT. So for that part, I will explain you. But in case you are accounting for a fixed asset and the VAT on the capital goods is not available, then you can use the fixed asset journal and you can post the transaction. All right, and then if you have the sales tax or VAT, GST, whatever is the case, and for which the credit is allowed, then you can follow the let me explain you. Then you can actually account for fixed asset through the accounts payable module. You go to the invoice journal. Okay, let me just go back. I'll select the purchase of fixed asset. So actually it is same like when we post a vendor invoice. So the tax section is not available in the fixed asset journal, so we use this part in case the tax is applicable. You can mention the invoice date, that's 6/3. So it was 10,000. So ledger is a fixed asset, so we can select the fixed asset. And then you can apply the tax as it's applicable. Suppose it's 14%. So it is same like the vendor invoice that you book in the system. So and then you can update the dimensions. So this is for the vendor part we are doing now. So KE, and let's say it's OP2, and then we also update for the fixed asset. Okay, that's pulled out. Okay, then try to post. Okay, so we get an error over here. So the reason for this error is actually when I explained you that if you have already acquired an asset, you cannot do a multiple acquisition for the same. So this is a control that is embedded in the system. So that's how you can account for fixed asset. Now the another question that might come to your mind that okay, we have acquired the fixed asset but not through a vendor, but directly we made up a payment in cash. So what's the solution for that? And we also need to take a VAT credit. So in that case, what you can do, so you can account the particular that particular entry through the JV voucher. So actually you can again like select the fixed asset and mention the details. Suppose 10,000 and you have made a payment through bank. Okay, and you can select the sales tax now. All right, so you can see that the sales tax is calculated and it will take a credit. So that's how we have multiple of stuff that we can use to account for a fixed asset. And hope you understand this video. In case you have any ambiguity, you can please contact us. So thank you so much. Thank you.